This is a TPI assessment for mobility. I'm here with Kyle and we're looking at the mobility that I have, where I can move, how I can move, where I can reach, and linking it all back to the golf swing to see if I can get any exercises and things that will improve my mobility to improve my golf swing or assist.
Basically, the TPI is a two-part assessment. So we've got, as Fred said, part one, mobility and stability, and then second part to the video, which will be a separate video, will be more strength and speed based. So what we're trying to do is build a connection between kind of his body, his strengths, his weaknesses or his limitations, and connecting it to his swing.
We spent last week in Portugal, and at the end of 4 days of golf, my ankles were hurting, my knees were hurting, I was a little bit sore, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, 4 days is just enough. He comes bounding down the 18th, jumping around like, yeah, I've hit a good shot, way. And I'm like, I don't have that energy. So that is what's majorly sparking like my desire to go through this process so I can then train more specifically instead of just randomly picking up a weight now and then. Right, let's begin.
Okay, part one, as we said, it's going to be the mobility and stability. So we've created Freddie's account, and then we're going to go into the screener section. So we've got level one, which is going to be the main one we look at now. This is the mobility and the stability. So as you can see on the screen, we've got kind of 16 individual movements that we're going to look through now. So we're going to go head to toe. We're going to look at kind of isolating each joint, each muscle, just looking at, are we mobile? Are we flexible? Are we stable? And yeah, it's kind of like a monkey say, monkey do. So I'm going to give you an exercise.
Just be a monkey.
You're good at that. I'm going to show you an exercise, give you a demonstration, talk you through it briefly, and just do it. Okay. Cool. It will then either be a green, yellow, or red on our system. That will then give us a handicap at the end of it, and we'll kind of show you through that at the end.
Cool. First one.
Okay, first one for me, bro. Just come into the square for me there and face that way. So we're just going to go into 5-iron posture. So just kind of relax your hands in there. And all we're looking at here is where's your setup? So are you what we call C or S spine, or are we neutral? So you're nice and neutral, which is cool. So that one's
I do feel like sometimes I could do with a bit more
of a lift up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that would probably.
So I just.
Yeah, come away from the C posture in the upper back and lift up to more neutral. Yeah. So if there was anything you're on, you're not in C posture, but you would probably lean
I'd rather stay away from it.
Yeah.
If I don't consciously think about it, I just sneak.
Okay.
Just sneak, especially when I'm tired.
Yeah.
At the end of a round of golf when I'm losing to you.
Yeah, maybe get more as fatigue kicks in.
Yeah.
So from from a fresh perspective, you set up there and you are in neutral. But what might be interesting at the end is based off the other things in the mobility. It might say that you have a chance of being in C posture.
Okay. Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah. Okay.
But because you obviously have good awareness,
you
have good awareness of what's right and wrong, so you know you can go into it.
Yeah.
Now we're going to isolate the pelvis. So can we tilt the pelvis back and forth? Sometimes it helps having the hands on the hips. We're just going to have soft knees in that golf posture, so good posture, and then from there we're trying to push the bum back as far as we can, and then tuck the bum under. Yeah. Okay. So we're trying to isolate. Yeah, the pelvis. That makes sense.
Yeah. So tilt that way.
Good. Yeah.
Pull it in.
Cool, and then keep going through there. So a little bit of a shake as you're coming through.
Yeah. I was hoping you didn't notice that.
There, yeah. So your range is good. There's just that little bit of shake. Any pain?
No.
No. Cool. Good. So then we input on here. Can pelvic tilt in both directions. Good. Slight shake. Yeah. So that gives you orange. Okay. Moving into next bit. So these next two are similar. So we're going to try and isolate the pelvis and the torso from each other. So the lower body from the upper body. So we call this dissociation. So it's obviously really important in the golf swing to create torque and to make sure the body's able to move efficiently. Is can I move the upper body whilst the lower body stays still, and vice versa. Okay. So we'll start with the lower body. So hands across the chest onto the shoulders, and you're really good at this. But can you turn the hips, keep the shoulders still? Yeah, and isolate that lower body. Okay, cool. Obviously, I know Fred, and I've seen him do stuff like this. He's actually really good at this.
So, what's the best angle for this?
Yeah, there. Yeah, shoulders still. And this is I knew what I was going to see here, but this is a really good demonstration of it, where the lower body is so active, and his shoulders are just stable.
So some people try and move the hips, and their shoulders go as well.
For sure. Yeah, some people just can't do it. Like,
Yeah.
if you're doing this at home now watching us, you're probably like, what the bloody hell?
What's going on? Yeah. I've done it before in the very, very light versions of this.
Yeah.
Just to get a general movement. Like sometimes people can't separate; they move everything together.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I hold their shoulders and just see if they can physically do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can't because their spine just won't let them.
Yeah, so it can either be like neural, so it can be like physically doing.
Yeah, I've never done
that.
Skill.
It's a skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and not being able to. So as soon as you hold the shoulders, that provides stability for the body.
And then they go,
and then
they might be able to do it independently.
They've
after
got the
that
motion.
Point.
Yeah. So and that is a thing. So that is the second part to the test. Is if it does it improve if I hold your shoulders, but we're already good. Right. So now we'll go through the opposite. So keep the lower body still and move the upper. Yeah. So the hips don't move, but we're looking for that shoulder turn. Yeah. Good, again, really good. And Fred does this really well in his golf swing. He rotates his upper body and creates lots of torque, and that's one of your strengths. Yeah.
And again, same thing with some people where if they can't turn the shoulders without moving the hips, I put the hands on the hips to see if they can then turn the shoulders. Sometimes they can't. Sometimes it's all connected a bit too much. I had a chap ages ago who was looking for more speed in his golf swing and he couldn't separate his hips and shoulders, so I needed his right knee to come back to give him more reach in his backswing. Other than that, he couldn't physically do this, so we just had to find another way around the creation of speed.
Moving on, so overhead squat, okay? Feet in squat position, hands above the head. We're going to try and keep the arms just nice and straight.
Oh, okay.
Work.
Yeah, it's easy as that.
Work through that.
So I see a lot of people just...
Yeah, you've been around this. You do have a concept of this.
Ages ago, my ankles wouldn't let me do it without lifting my heels up.
Yeah. So again, I know Fred very well, so I already know that ankles are a limiting factor for Fred. When we squat, we normally put his heels on plates, so he's able to...
It's better, heels are slightly up.
Yeah, better, yeah. But yeah, you show, nice, once you get loose. He shows really good posture here, so he doesn't tip forwards. For Fred, it's purely just an ankle limitation, which, we slowly work on over time. But other than that, it's a nice...
But it used to be that I'd have to go like that and lift my heels up quite a lot just to get down sort of thing there.
Yeah, you did, yeah. So we're just inputting this as we go.
Yes.
Arms down, deep squat.
And this TPI app is absolutely fantastic. So you get to use it as a client? Basically what we'll show you at the end is we'll link it in. But so we're going through the process now, and at the end, once we put the details in, it will give Fred a handicap based off his strengths and his weaknesses. AI will then create him a specific program for him based off his potential, obviously, limitations. So you'll get a different version of the app to what Carl's using now. You have to be TPI qualified to be able to access this side of it. But what you get out of the other side of it is something very handy.
It is indeed. Gives you a program, gives you some structure to then go away and actually action.
And if you look on the TPI website in Milton Keynes, you'll find Kyle on there, or get in touch with him on, what's the best way to get in touch with you? Instagram.
Fitness coach Kyle on Instagram.
Yeah.
Pretty simple there.
If you want to go through that process yourself, here.
Yeah. Or just, drop a comment and we'll pick it up. Fred will pick it up. Okay, toe touch. Nice and simple. One time I'll probably ever ask you to lock your legs out and keep them locked.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Lock them, keep them locked, and then we're just going to try and see, can we...
There's a little bend in there. They weren't locked.
Sorry.
They're still bent.
Nah.
So I don't need to be like absolutely...
You don't hyperextend.
Okay, but just straight.
Just locked, yeah.
I can just get my toes. I can maybe touch the bottom of my shoes. Just. It's tight. But I used to get there and stick.
But go again for me and don't quite round the upper back so much. And if you don't, he's found a way to cheat.
Cheated the system, so good posture here.
So you just now let your arms dangle and...
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
I need to round my back to get there.
Yeah, so
Okay.
So now we're just going to go...
So there is a limitation.
A nice quick test. So we're just going to straighten the front leg. Yeah, and then same thing. Can we touch the toes?
Okay. No, even more limited.
Okay, go other side.
Back.
Just want to see is there a discrepancy from right to left.
Oh, okay. No, they're both shot.
No, that right's worse.
Yeah. Oh, why is the right worse?
Limited bilaterally though, so both sides are... there was like half an inch in there.
Okay, but still.
Just me being specific. Okay, coming into shoulders. Okay, so obviously shoulders really important in the golf swing for both backswing and for the through swing follow through. Yeah, and obviously a really good power source as well. So first of all, we're going to stand in tall posture, in good posture, bring the right elbow up to in line with the shoulder, and then we're going to start here 90 degrees, and from there keep the elbow still, rotate as far back as possible. This is one thing I want to get slightly better at. Yeah.
And sometimes I'll see people trying to move the rib cage to try and help the arm get back. We want to stay.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Stay in good posture.
So I go in line with you
guys.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So go that way, just the right.
Just go for the right, bro. Just get back.
So my right, when I was younger, I trained this in.
This is very good.
I trained this in. However,
his left side.
My left side.
Not so good. So
not so good.
It's like I don't know, you have maybe 4 or 5 inch gap.
Yeah.
Whereas Fred put a lot of time into working on his right side, he was saying. So now he's created a limitation. And what have we had in the last like kind of 5-6 months?
Pulled the tendon in my shoulder.
Left shoulder injuries.
So in the one I didn't increase the range on, that's taking more tension for similar movements, and then that tension is damaging the tendon.
Yeah.
Whereas on this one, because it's more stretched, it's not damaging the tendon because it's got more range of motion. So it's your ability to swing a golf club as well as injury prevention.
100%. And it's doing it in a balanced fashion. So yes, you swing the golf club right-handed and you work this way all the time, or you're left-handed, that you have to train both equal sides of the body, just not from a golf perspective, but from the long-term, injury prevention and performance perspective. Come into 5-iron posture and do the same thing with the shoulders. So you can stand turn the other way if you want for the camera.
Aha.
Yeah, that's good.
So 5-iron posture.
5-iron posture, same thing. What you'll probably feel is slightly more limited, but we just need to test this. Yeah, so just
go back a bit
at a time. Just go the side first. So there, keep that there. Okay. Okay, so less than spine angle.
Yep.
And then right side.
Good job, I'm not left-handed.
Yeah. Equal to spine, less than spine.
And then right side.
Yeah, rotate back. Again, good. Yeah, greater than spine angle.
Again, I use bands and stuff to stretch that further back over an extended period of time.
Okay, coming into balance. Okay, so this is just watch me. So we're gonna go left foot, shut the eyes for 2 seconds, and come back down. Yeah?
Okay.
Do the same on the right foot, shut the eyes for 2 seconds, come back down. Okay?
Okay.
Step 1.
So right foot.
Right foot, 2 seconds.
1, 2.
Back down. Good. 1,
1,
2.
2.
So it's just to build a little bit of awareness, okay? So
cool.
now you're gonna go choose one foot. I'm going to time how long we can shut our eyes for. I'll start the timer as soon as you shut your eyes.
Okay. I'm compensating a lot.
It's all right. Still staying in good balance.
Starting to go. It's hard with your eyes shut, cry.
And time. Good. Change sides.
Left foot. I feel like left foot's better. So when I shut my eyes, good. Oh no, this isn't as good. Little bit wavy.
And stop.
Okay. I got away with it.
Go again on that left side. That surprised me.
There's more strength there to balance myself.
Yeah.
This didn't have as much strength to...
Let's go again left side.
Yeah, it's left side.
Go. Shut your eyes.
Okay, maybe I'm better on the second go. No, it's starting to go. Okay.
Yeah, you found it. Your balance is good both sides.
Yeah.
We're basically, in order to pass the test, we're looking for a greater than 15 seconds in which he achieved both sides.
Part of it's the strength to counterbalance yourself.
Yeah.
Part of it's staying in the same spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe if you don't have the strength, but you keep in the same spot better, that's good for balance. If you've got lots of strength, you can wobble about and still stay there.
Previous sporting history is probably one I find most common is, like, for example, a footballer, if they're right-footed, will plant left leg and then strike the ball. So they're used to being planted on the left side, loaded, and this is probably the leg that they jump off, etc. And you'd find the same for, like, obviously like a badminton player, potentially they lunge into certain shots. Hockey players, same sort of thing. You'd have a dominant side.
Yeah, okay.
If you've played previous sports.
Golf.
Yeah, I mean, golf specifically, obviously you load up and everything finishes on your left side.
You spend a lot of time on there,
yeah. If you finished in a balanced swing, you're loaded on that left side, so there is probably going to be a tendency there. But yeah, you go both sides. Lie down for me, feet there, head there. Tuck the heels in for me. Okay, coming into a bridge. So lying down, hands by your side, just flat, hips up, squeeze your bum. Good, so just hold that, squeeze the glutes tight. Just hold for 3 seconds. Okay, coming down. So you can do this single leg. Okay, start with feet together, knees together for me. So you lengthen one leg, either leg. Keep them thighs parallel, hips up, squeeze the bum. 2, hold. 3, 4, 5. How's that?
Starting to get wobbly.
2 and 1, change sides. So again, it's the same sort of thing. We're looking for like greater than 10 seconds, which Fred doesn't really struggle with. How's the right compared to the left?
Stronger.
Stronger on the right side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see your hips are a little bit more flush. On his other side, yeah, when he was up, right hip was slightly lower. Getting both good, right side slightly stronger. You should know this. Do you know the angle of a 6 iron?
63 degrees. Depending on the brand.
Fred does know. See, in TPI, they just call it 60 degrees, so minus the 3 degrees. But
yeah, it's not perfectly 60.
Fred knows. Right, so now we're going to look at your rotation through your lower body. Okay, so hands on the hips. Okay, this back foot is just there for stability. You don't put any weight in there really. It's just there for a bit of balance. Okay, so the weight is loaded on my right side, and I'm going to work both directions. This foot can move. Yeah, just rotate and open up the hips. Yeah, as far as you can, and then the same coming the other way. Okay, just rotate. What we're going to do is do both sides, and then we'll see.
Okay, so that just gives you a visual.
That's your 60-degree visual. So for me, it just makes my test easier to.
So foot straight.
It just makes it easier to quantify.
To see how far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So we go.
So you don't need to do anything with them. So just open up towards me.
Open up towards you.
Lovely. Yeah. Lovely. And then opening up the other way.
And the other way.
Hands here. Good rotation. Good.
Cool.
Switch feet.
Would that be linked to hips? No,
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It will be a little bit. Yeah, so it's as you're working here, it's internal, external rotation of the hips.
Yeah.
Obviously, if your lower back was really tight, that could be a limitation as well. But
yeah,
we're all good.
And then this one, same thing. Go that way.
Yeah, just leave them hands on the hips, bro.
Hands on hips.
That's it. And then work through the other way.
Go the other way.
Lovely.
All good?
All good.
Nice. So hip mobility pretty good.
Cool. Good. Working into kind of a trunk rotation, so more upper body. Yeah, that was the lower body. Now working into the upper body. So what we want to do is just pop yourself on the bench here. Just have the corner of that bench in the middle, and then from there, cross the feet over, knees touching. Yeah, with the right foot over, stick on the back. We're going to turn to the right. Okay. So again, maintain good posture, and we're just going to twist, turn as far as we can. Yeah, we'll get 2 reps in. Yeah, and then we'll change the feet, change the direction. Cool.
Cool. So hands on there like that.
Just hands on it, bro, yeah.
Right foot over.
Right foot over, knees together. I'll just limit you a little bit more. And then rotate. That's where that little bit tighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I slightly expected this. So we're looking for greater than 45 degrees, probably getting to like 35, 40 maybe.
Ooh,
tops.
Okay. And I'm feeling tension in my spine.
Here would be like 45. Yeah. So lower body, really good mobility-wise. Fred, upper body, slightly tighter.
Cool, fair. So then I find that,
Yeah, similar type.
Ooh, I didn't know this.
Fat finding.
Yeah. And I can feel it, and actually,
Where do you feel it?
I feel it in my spine.
Like mid-back.
My spine about that high up.
Yeah, like,
And
mid.
I've torn the ligaments around my spine before, possibly because I haven't got the range of motion, and I've obviously tried to do something and it's gone no.
Just that area of weakness there.
Yeah.
Less than
Again, that's why
degrees.
it's damaged, because I can't.
Yeah, tight.
Yeah.
Or byproduct of it being damaged was
And
that it's
putting
now
pressure
become
on it.
tight. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, maybe.
Yeah, or one. Yeah.
Because that was the first time I had naproxen. I was in agony. I couldn't walk because it hurt so much, and then had naproxen, calmed it all down, and I was like, oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
But
cool.
I never did anything about strength and conditioning around rehabilitation for it. I just went, oh, it's gone.
Yeah, definitely an area to both strengthen and look at mobility.
injury prevention.
Yeah, your motivation to do something like this might be different for everyone. For Fred, it's obviously performance, but it's also injury prevention. It might be one or the other. It might be a mixture of the two. Right, okay, coming into looking at the neck. So nice and simple. Relax the shoulders, turn the neck, touch the chin to the collarbone.
Okay.
Don't bring the collarbone to the chin.
So I just want to cheat as much as I can. So arms to your side.
Relax, just turn to your side, and then chin to collarbone. Lovely. This one's a nice, well, obviously if you get it wrong, it's not nice and simple. Relatively simple test. Turn.
Same again or the other way?
Other way, yeah, you're good. Turn in there. Perfect. That is
There was a little bit of tightness in my neck from falling asleep on the plane.
That was comical. You sat out.
I said though, when I get on a plane, I literally just fall asleep.
Yeah, he did. You just went like that.
And I, like before we've even taken off, I'm like, ah.
Right, forearm rotation. So we're just going to go elbows just ever so slightly in front of our body, and then from there, can we rotate the hands down, so internal, and then can we go external and rotate out? Can you go? That's
180?
Bit limited external.
Yeah.
Cool.
And there, it's the muscles that are tight here that's stopping that from
Yeah, you are tight in that.
going further.
Limited.
And I suppose someone that could really get a big range of motion there, they could potentially like hit duck hooks and stuff because they can. There's easier for them to
Flip.
rotate and flip the forearms. Yeah.
Yeah. Ringe hist.
Ringe hists.
Wrist hingings.
Wrist. Like seated heat.
Flex. And then extend.
Down.
There. Lovely.
Is that good or bad?
Then working the wrist this way. And again.
Obviously, you've done a lot of these, so you'll have a more awareness of what's good and what's not.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Okay.
You're good. Yeah, ranges.
And I do routinely stretch my knuckles down and my hands back because I had golfer's elbow once, and then from doing that, it just stopped it from getting worse. And I've never had it again actually, because so I do that routinely. So that's probably why range of motion there is quite good because I do this while I teach.
Okay, the last one. We're a little bit far from the camera, but we're all good.
Let's move you in.
Okay, just looking at, this is the last one. Looking at the lat test. Okay, so we're just going to come into kind of like a wall sit. We don't need to be all the way down at like 90 degrees. Main thing we need to ensure is that the lower back is flat.
Okay.
Yeah, so you feel like you know that feeling, that rib cage down, core nice and strong. Still have your back flat against the wall, the upper back, but make sure the lower back stays flat. From there, arms forwards, and we're just going to bring the arms back as far as we can. And the aim is to touch the wall. As soon as if you touch the wall, great. If your lower back comes off the wall,
okay, I'm predicting this is going to be bad. So we're not quite 90 degrees. We're a bit more comfortable than that.
Fine.
Lower back.
Lower back.
Lower
flat.
back is suckered in.
Arms straight. Posture's good. Arms just go that way. Have a nice there, and then just go back. Up.
Can't quite get to the wall.
Yeah, so between the nose and between the wall. Yeah, one more time for me. So slight limitation. Not like a big red flag, but slight limitation. Now just isolate one arm at a time for me. Just go down, and then just go right or left first. And there, and then the side.
And I'm feeling the tightness here.
A bit shoulder, yeah, cool. Yeah, very
here. That's
similar on both sides.
And like, you know that thing where people like try and touch their hands?
Yeah, can't do that.
Nope.
So we complete the screening there, and then that's your highest handicap you've ever had.
17.
So you get a golf fitness handicap 17. So
I need to do some work.
three main things in there. So you've got forearms, you've got toe touch, seated trunk rotation. So there's a few main things in there.
Yeah.
A little bit of pelvis, a little bit of shoulders. Obviously left side on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And then slightly tighten again the shoulders / the lat region there.
Okay.
So
because I could do this, I just thought, hey, I'm fine.
He's got his pros. He's
so
got
much
his power.
more depth.
Yeah, there's so much more depth. So he's got his powerhouses. So his lower body moves really well. He's mobile there, but then he's got his areas for improvement, which and
my posture through the ball on some of the videos was creeping down.
So then what we do there is we come into the next section. So TPI have got kind of 15 main, what we call then we come into looking at the swing. So TPI have got what they call their main 15 swing characteristics. So when we move into this position, at the top there, loss of posture. So literally exactly what you were talking about just there.
Earlier, yeah,
As he was fatiguing in golf in Portugal, there was a loss of posture through his golf swing. So he hasn't got...
Because I haven't got the strength to, or mobility or whatever.
There you go. As we said right at the start. And this is the power of this. I've been coaching a long time, so I can see little things, but this is the power of this, right? The AI thing works. His potential C posture, 69%. That's what we were saying at the
There
start.
is a good chance I could...
Yeah, your awareness is there, but you end up here as you...
C posture, yeah.
Potential chance of early extension, that'll be because of your tight hamstrings.
Yeah, okay.
But then obviously you have really
battle that.
You have really good hip mobility, which kind of counteracts that. So these are potential swing characteristics. This is not you do this. Yeah, this is because of your limitations in your body, you have a potential to do this swing characteristic. Yeah, you can use skill, you can see a coach, and you can do other things to combat these things. But if Fred was to improve his hamstring flexibility, his chance of early extension is going to severely decrease.
I mean, you made my hamstrings more flexible than they were last year, a year before. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that I wasn't like pulling up through the ball as much.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have them as tight. So obviously there's more to go, but I've already seen that when I fatigue, I'm not doing that anymore.
Nice. Love it.
Now I've got a new problem.
So then following on from there, we come into where AI gets involved. So we click the review in the background. Little program. So this one's going to be more mobility based. Obviously, this is the mobility stability test. So we can choose however many exercises to give you. So we'll just go with 30 for now. If you're a client, you'd get this in an app personalized to you. So you get a very similar view of this, and basically you go into each exercise. This is a ribcage and breathing exercise. So
it gives you a video.
There's a video, there's a description, there's a sets, there's a reps, there's a duration. So it's like an online fitness program. Yeah, we create that, and there's Fred's workout. That'll upload to his phone. He can then go and do that away from here. And,
I'm going to do it here because I work there.
And that sums up the mobility and stability screener.
Way more in depth than I initially thought, and I'm not sure. I'm just on my knees because it's not just he's really tall. Way more in depth than I initially thought. I didn't even know that I had a limitation in my back there, but it makes sense based on injuries a few years ago and pain that I've had from that. And then the TPI app delivery system of like what to do, when to do it, it just gives me specific things that I'm more motivated to do because I'm doing it for my golf swing and my health in general. So now I've got a reason to do certain things instead of just sort of like randomly pick up a few weights like I said before and sort of go, okay, I'm doing that, I don't know what's good. Later on we'll look at the strength and conditioning version of it to see if I can use both of them to improve my mobility and my strength in certain areas. And we'll see you on the next video so I can show you what that is.